Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about a particular chapter in a book that has been changing my life a little bit at a time over the years, and I want to share part of it with you. I think it's appropriate because this channel is so new, and I'll explain that in a second. But anyway, the book is called The Rules of Money by Richard Templar. This guy is amazing. He's got 4 books that are all sort of in this category of the rules. So the rules of money, the rules of wealth, the rules of life, and the rules of work. All 4 of them are amazing. I would suggest getting all of them, but for now, we're just talking about the rules of money. And the book is broken up into 5 sections, I guess, it's 5 parts. There's 100 rules in the book, and this one, number 4, is called Keep It Under Your Hat. Which is interesting because this is sort of something that I've always done, is kind of just privately and quietly working on my own projects and not really telling anybody about it. But so basically he's talking about like when you're starting a new project, when you're working to build your wealth, when you're working to make money in maybe a new endeavor, a business or a side project or something like that, or maybe you're working to get a promotion. Basically, you want to just keep it under your hat. You want to keep it to yourself privately. You don't go running around telling everybody that you're doing it for a couple of reasons. One, you may not be successful, and then you're going to look kind of stupid. So, nobody wants to look stupid. Secondly, people might get jealous about you. Like they might get jealous at what you're doing. And these aren't listed. I'm not reading out of the book. I'm just kind of going off of what I understood from it. But like people might get jealous, or they might make fun of you. They might criticize you. They might say, oh, well, that's a mistake. Shouldn't do that. They might not want to be your friend anymore if they think that you're going to get very wealthy, or they think that you're going to get promoted and, be better than them in some way. So it's best to kind of just keep this stuff to yourself until it's actually true, until it's actually happened. And then at that point, people are going to do whatever they do. They're going to say whatever they say, and there's nothing that you can do about that anyway. But leading up to it, it's probably best to just keep it to yourself. But the end of this little short chapter that he's talking about is what caught my eye. He's talking about just more reasons as to why you shouldn't do it and whatnot. But he says, people really hate being preached at, lectured at, encouraged to think about their lifestyle, or told that what they are doing isn't good enough. Gaining prosperity is one of those things you do privately. I guess it's like, if you're working for a promotion, for example, and you're studying at night when you get home, if you go and tell your coworkers that you're going home and you're studying all night before you go to bed, they might kind of like snub their nose at you or feel bad about themselves because you're preaching to them that that's something that they should be doing also, maybe. And they're not going to like you for that. Maybe they want to go home and watch TV, but you're going home to study. So now they're like annoyed with you about being like a goody two-shoes or something. So you don't want that to happen. But also like preaching to people and telling them what they should be doing. Like, oh, I'm starting a business. I'm doing this. I'm getting a promotion or whatever. Like people just don't want to hear that. So the best thing to do is to just work and work some more, but do it privately. Do it on your own. Don't tell people that you're doing it. Don't like push it in their face and tell them that they should be doing it. Oh, don't do that. And so this caught my eye also because I don't want to come across that way on this channel. As I'm making these videos, as I'm sharing things with you, I have these cool resources and I find little tips and tricks and stuff in here. And I want to share that with you, but I don't mean to be preachy, not telling you how you should be living your life. Never. I don't even know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your situation is. I'm not going to pretend to think that I could guide you in any way or coach you into doing something that you should be doing because I don't know you or your situation. So in all of this stuff that I'm talking about, take it with a grain of salt, apply it to your situation if you think it's relevant. But for the most part, I'm just sharing what's interesting and helpful for me in my life. And if it's helpful for you, great. If not, then don't worry about it. And certainly don't blame me if your results are not the same as mine, because I'm not telling you what to do. I don't want to be preachy. Anyway, that's all I had for you. Just a really quick one here. Rule number 4, The Rules of Money by Richard Templar. All right. Thanks for watching, and maybe this will help.